10 apples, or if I have, it's a mango, it's a summer time, so maybe I want to distribute, maybe if I ask you that I want to distribute 10 mangoes, I want to distribute, suppose if I ask you this problem, that I want to distribute 10 mangoes, 10 mangoes to 3 students, I want to distribute 10 mangoes to to my to my three children's. So I want to distribute 10 mangoes to my 3 children. So in how many ways can I do this? So in how many ways can I do this? Can I do this? So this is very basic problem on number. So if you want to solve this question, then you will take time. You will take time, and you'll think about drawing cases. So what all the possible cases can you draw? So for that, you can think about the cases. You'll develop cases to solve this question. You'll think about the case like 10 0 0. So for this 3 case will be developed. Okay, 3 factorial by 2 factorial. Then I can think about 910. So this is 3 factorial, means 6 cases you can develop. Then 820. Then this would be again 6 way. This can be done. Then it can be 730. So again this would be 6 way to be done. Then I can talk about 640. So this is again 6 way. Then I can talk about 550. So this is 3 way to be done. Then I take the 811. Then this would be 3 way which I can do. Then I can talk about 721. So this would be 6 way which I can use. Then I can talk about case called 136. Then this would be 6 way. Then I can think about other case like maybe 145. So if I take 145, again 6 way to be done. Then I can take 226. Then this would be 3 way I can do. Then I can take 235. So like this I need to develop cases. I need to think about all the possible cases which I can which in how many possible ways can I distribute 10 mangoes to 3 of my children. Then what any other more cases can I think about? So it can be 3 3 4. It can be 3 ways. So then the total number of ways if I want to do that would be how many 6 are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So 8 6 are there. So 8 6 are 48. Plus how many 3 are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So 6 3s are 18. So if you think about the cases, so in how many ways this is possible? So this is possible 66 ways. So now if I think about like imagine if I don't write here 3, and if I write 10 0 0, in how many ways can I do? So it can be 10 0 0, or it can be 0 10 0, or it can be 0 0 10, like that. Then if I think about 910, if I think about all the 6 cases of 910, I hope you can understand. If you start considering all the 66 options and you start plotting them, then your whole exercise will become very cumbersome. So here the application of permutation combination comes. So when we talk about this topic called permutation combination, it is the advanced form of counting. So when you write 10 0 0, so when I wrote 10 0 0, then I'll not waste my time thinking about the how many cases are possible. So it is 10 0 0 or 0 10 0 or 0 0 10. What I wrote directly 3. How I wrote directly 3? Because I know very basic concept on factorial. If I use that, if 3 people are to sit on 3 places, and out of 3 2 people are twins, so how many ways that is possible? So that is 3 factorial by 2 factorial. So here the very important tool which help us to work on the advanced form of counting, that very important tool is factorial. So the basic foundation, or the the basic weapon through which we win the war over the advanced form of counting is the factorial, the concept of factorial. So by using the concept of factorial, the whole exercise will become very easy for us. So I hope you can understand this. Now the other way of solving this way if anyone who's good with concept on permutation combination, that he or she will write this as like x1 plus x2 plus x3 equal to 10. And then if you have once you start understanding permutation combination, to solve these kind of problem, you'll apply the distribution of identical object. You'll apply the distribution of identical object into distinct places. So identical object into distinct places, so into distinct spelling, so distinct places, identical object into distinct places. So if you apply the distribution of identical object into distinct places, the direct formula is there, that is n plus r minus 1 c r minus 1. So here what is n? Here your n is 10, and what is your r? Your r is 3. Okay, so you are putting 10 identical mangoes into 3 distinct places. You're putting 10 identical mangoes into 3 distinct places. So if you solve this, if you solve this, so this is n is 10, this is 3 minus 1 c 3 minus 1. So this is nothing but this is 12c2, and you know that what is the value of 12c2? 12c2 is nothing but 12 into 11 by 2. You'll get the answer called 66. So imagine the first instances where I spent so much time thinking about these 66 cases, and there is a high possibility in exam, if I get these kind of problem, I may miss some cases also. And or you can solve the same problem, by just using this formula, that is this formula, the identical object into distinct places, that is the formula is n plus r minus 1 c r minus 1, and you got the same answer called 66. So this become possible because we have went one step further, and we started using the application of factorial while solving the problem on numbers. So, and that gives the initiation of permutation and combination. So when we talk about the concept of permutation combination, if I talk about some event, maybe there's an event m event. If m event is can be done in m way, and there's another n event, if it can be done in n way. Okay, so then if we talk about in a set of event called m and n, and if m event can be done in m way and n event is can be done in n way, and if m and n are disjoint disjoint set means their intersection is zero, they're null set, they are not yeah, if you understand set theory, a intersection b is null for them. So for such kind of event where they are nulls, where the point of intersection is null, they are disjoint set or they are mutually exclusive set. So in how many ways can you do them? So you can do them in m plus n way, because they cannot be done together. So you can do either m or you can do either n. So if I have 4 shirts and if I have 5 t-shirts, if I have 4 shirts in, and if I have 5 t-shirt, in how many ways can I wear them? I can wear them in 9 ways. Okay, so I cannot wear shirt and t-shirt together. Okay, now talking further, if a event m can be done in m way and event n can be done in n way, then both, if they can be done together, so both can be done in how many ways? So they can be done together in m into n ways. Like if I have 4 shirt and if I have 5 pants, so in how many ways can I wear them? I can wear them in 20 ways. Fine. So you can understand this is the foundation of the concept of permutation combination, where we talk about the principle of addition and we talk about the principle of multiplication. So while solving the problem, when we cannot solve the problem directly, when we have to develop cases for solving the problem, then we use the application of addition rule. While when we can do the problem together, then we apply the logic of multiplication rule. I hope you can understand this. Fine. So this is important for us to understand. Like I give you an example. So if I ask you how many four digit, how many four digit even numbers are there, how many four digit even numbers are there, such that digits cannot repeat, such that digits cannot repeat. If I ask you such that digits cannot repeat, so if I ask you how many four digit even numbers are there such that your digit cannot repeat. So if you want four digit even number, so you'll draw four lines, you'll put four dash or four line, and you know that a number is a even number if the number end with 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. So if I ask you a number is a even number if it ends with 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. So if it ending with 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8, then the number is even number. And you know that all the numbers which are divisible by 2 are even number. So then what you will do, your digits cannot repeat. So because your digits cannot repeat, so you will understand, you know in your life the importance of priority. So you will start giving priority, and so what you will do, you will not fill this place first, you will first fill this place first, unit place first. So you will say how many digit can come here. So you can say here five digits can come. Why five digit? Because either 2 can come, either 4 can come, either 6 can come, either 8 can come, either 0 can come. So you'll say here 5 digit can come. Then if I ask you here how many digit can come, so you will say here how many digit can come. So how many digit can come? So you'll write 1 can come, okay, and then 3 can come, then 5 can come, then 7 can come, then 9 can come. And then you think, okay, here out of the 5 digit I would have used 1 digit. Here out of the 5 digit I would have used 1 digit. So the whatever the digit I used, the remaining 4 digit can come here. So what are those 4 digit? So those 4 digit, I don't know what digit I used. Okay, because whenever we talk about permutation combination, it is based on random experiment. Because it is based on random experiment, so there is no judgment involved. So if I ask you how many digits can come, so you can say you would have used 1 digit. So remaining 4 digit. So when I'm saying remaining 4 digit, so here the very important terms, everyone please listen very carefully. Here the very important thing comes that have you used 0 or not? Because if you have used 0, you have to decide have you used 0 or not. Because if you have used 0, then here 9 digit can come. If you have used 0, then 9 digit can come. If you have not used 0, then 8 digit can come. Because 0 cannot come here. Because if 0 will come here, this number will become a 3 digit number. So now if I normally this question comes in many exam. Normally this question comes in many exam and the student make mistake in this question because they could not able to solve this problem. You need to understand that in order to solve this problem, you need to understand the position of 0. You need to fix the position of 0. You need to know the position of 0, because if 0 if you have used in the unit place, then if you have used 0, then here 9 digit can come in thousand place. But if you have not used 0, then 8 digit can come. So how can you determine this? Because this is a random experiment. So you cannot determine by any way. You cannot work on probability and all that. Coming 0 probability is 1 by 5 and not coming 0 is 4 by 5. All that will not work here. So then you have to understand this problem. You cannot do like this. So in order to do this problem we'll do by solving two cases. We'll develop two cases. So here in order to solve this problem, I'll write two cases. First case, when 0 at the unit place. I'll use two cases, when 0 at the unit place. And the case 2. In case 2 means when 0 not at the unit place. So I just wanted to teach you the application of addition rule. So because why we cannot use multiplication rule here? Because we cannot do the problem together. Why we cannot do the problem? I just now explained you. So you will develop two cases, when 0 is at unit place, when 0 is not at the unit place. Now what you will do, you will write two cases. Case 1 when 0 at the unit place, case 2 when 0 is not at the unit place. So you will draw 4 lines. You draw 4 lines. So if 0 is at unit place, means 0 is at unit place, means 0 is fixed. Okay, so then how many digit can come here? 9 digit can come here. Okay, here how many digit can come? 8. Here how many digit can come? 7. because repetition is not allowed. So I hope you can understand this. Fine. Here, if 0 is not at unit place, then how many digit can come here? The digit which can come is either 2 or 4 or 6 or 8. So how many digit can come here? 4 digit can come here. Here at the thousand place, how many digit can come? 8 digit can come. Why 8? Because 0 cannot come and the digit what you used cannot come. So total 10 digits are there in your decimal system. You know that. So out of 10 digit, 2 digit cannot come. One digit what you use in unit place and other digit is 0. Now here how many digit can come? Here 8 digit. Why 8? Because now 0 can come here. And out of 10, 2 digit you have used. One at thousand, one at unit place. Here how many digit can come? 7. Here, so like this. So what is the answer? So the answer for this problem is 9 into 8 into 7 into this 9 into 8 into 7 plus 8 into 8 into 7 into 4. This is the answer. Very important question. Please remember this. 9 8s are 72. 72 7s are is 504. This is 504. है ना? Correct है ना? 14 4 carry 504. अच्छा 8 8s are 64. 8 8s are 64 and 7 4s are 28. What is 64 into 28? 12. 48 plus 8. 48 plus 8 56 and then 8 4s are 32. So you'll get 1792. This is 1792. 1792. Just confirm this calculation. So 6 2s are 12, then 48 plus 8 56, then 56, then 8 4s are 32. So 291792. So what is your final answer? 6. This is final answer 6. Then this is 9 2296. This is your final answer. So anyone have any doubt? Please write in the chat box. Hello everyone, to all the 36. Now I can see 36 people who are listening to me. So good morning to all the people. Please mention your name in the chat group and please write anyone have any doubt in any step. All the whatever this is the way. Just tell me if you have any doubt in understanding this. Anyone want to ask anything? Anyone want to ask anything? Why so much silence? Everyone is understanding what I am telling you? Anyone want to ask anything? Okay, Nikhil, I'll tell again the first step. Others also, please tell me. Others like Nikhil, anyone else have any doubt? Anyone want to ask anything? Guys, please interact. I'll feel very happy. Okay, yes, Himadri, I will tell the first. So Himadri has used power sign. So I think Himadri is very good in mathematics. Okay, fine. Others, please mention, have you understood or not? So right now I can see 39 people are listening to me. So it would really great if you can interact with me and tell me that you can tell that if you are not liking the class also you can tell. I hope that I'll make sure that you learn a lot at the end of the day. Okay, so I'll discuss the first step because nobody else is interacting anything else. So I'll discuss the first step. So the question is like this: how many 4-digit even numbers are there such that the digit cannot repeat? Okay, so this is your question. Here the digit cannot repeat. Here if you would have mentioned the digits can repeat. Okay, so like I just give you one case. I hope Himadri and Nikhil will not mind if I say 4-digit even number. if I ask you how many 4-digit even numbers are there. So how many 4-digit even numbers are there? 4500. How to do that? Draw 4 line. So even number means even number are those number is even number. If it end with 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8, so you write 5 digit can come here. Here how many digit can come? 9 can come. 0 cannot come. Here how many can come? 10. All the 10 digits. Here how many can come? 10. And you'll tell the answer 4500. Because if I'm asking you, the digits can repeat. But the problem start happening when I'm telling you the digits cannot repeat. So if I'm saying the digit cannot repeat, then you need to very cautious with the use of digits, because you know that once you use the digit, you cannot use the digit. So what I'll do, we'll give priority. So we'll draw 4 lines. We'll draw 4 line. When we draw 4 line, here we wrote a number is even number if it end with 0, 2, 4, 6 and 8. So here if you write 5, here if you write 5, 5 means either of 2 or 4 or 6 or 8 or 0. Any 5 digit can come. So if you are writing 5 here, means any of the 5 digit can come. This 5 means the number of ways how many digit can come, and this is not digit 5, this is number of ways any digit can come. Then the problem happens when you talk about this place, thousand place, because you need to understand what how many digit can come here, either 8 or either 9. If you have used 0, then 9 digits can come. If you use 0 in the unit place, then 9 digit can come. If you have not used 0 at the unit place, then 8 digit can come, because 0 will not come and that digit what you used in the unit place will not come. I hope you can understand. So now the problem happens 8 or 9. So you cannot decide that 8 and 9 like that. So in order to do this problem, you do this problem by developing two cases, case 1 and case 2. Case 1 when 0 at the unit place. Case 2 when 0 is not at the unit place. So because you develop two cases, because they cannot be done together, they are called as mutually exclusive events. They are called as mutually exclusive events. Because they are mutually exclusive event, so here you apply the rule of addition. Here you apply the addition rule. Here you apply the addition rule and we'll find the value and we'll add them. I hope you are clear with this part. So, Nikhil, Himadri, just tell me, I did you understand this, or you want me to explain any step, any more time? Hmm. Okay, so great. So you people have understood this.